I'm Mama Cass. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a slimline card with you today. I'm just scoring it here at 5 inches, I believe. Is it 5 inches or 3 inches? 3. Right. So yeah, I'm just going to score and crease the card. I've made some backgrounds on a live stream recently, so I'm going to be using some of them up in coming videos. I do have some cream coloured slimline cards, but I wanted a white background for this specifically. As you can see, I've got a sun, golden sun, that I made with was it with Nuvo drops or with glacier paste? I think, yeah, glacier paste. So I'm just chopping around this. I wanted it to be sort of a circle, but like I just cut it all the way around the edges. And then I wanted to see like how much of it was going to fit on the card. I do love the guillotine. It's got a very satisfying chop chop. I'm going to do some more backgrounds on that with these glacier paste and the stencils that I got, because I want to get them used up. I feel like they're drying out, or some of them are drying out, and I want to make sure that I get maximum use out of them. Cutting a layer of matte of the gold, which is from Tonic, I think that one. You know, is that from Tonic, or is that from Crafter's Companion, I believe, actually. Now I'm cutting this down to matte underneath. I really liked the look of the gold and white, or gold on white, so I thought I'm going to bring that and just use that as a very monotone effect. I really enjoyed that, so that's what I was going for, was the gold and white. And layer that on with like a 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4 inch smaller than the card itself, the card base. Go on to the other trimmer. Sometimes I can't quite do it on the other trimmer, the guillotine. It depends what I'm looking for. So yeah, just layering that onto the card. And then layer that on top. Looks good, doesn't it? Now I'm going to start looking at what dyes I want to use to make a sentiment tag. Is it a sentiment tag? I'm using a circle die to cut a white base. Excuse me while I still have my coffee, sorry. So yeah, I just wanted this wide enough to go in the mini, Gemini mini, which is 3 inches wide. obviously going along with the circle theme. I find it so frustrating when I cut off a bit and it's not enough. So I have to go back and cut off another bit. Now, what am I doing now? I'm taping the die to the card, sticking it in my mini folder, and we'll bring the mini over, run that through. A lovely circle with a stitching outline on the die. I want to get some plain dies that are like not got the stitching, just the rectangle circles and that kind of thing. Cutting another bit. Oh yes, here I was doing 1-inch strips and adding adhesive sheets like back into them so that I could die cut the sentiment out of it 3 times and then well 2 times and then a 3rd time in the gold and layer it together to make it give it dimension. So yes, I was adding adhesive sheets to the backing, to the back of the cardstock for this. So it just makes it easier to stick the dies together because obviously fiddly little letters like that can be really difficult. So it's easier if you add these adhesive sheets. They are good for that. And then I run this through like twice on the white and 1 more on the gold. I had to run it through a couple of times to make sure it had got through the like adhesive as well. But it was good. Fiddly job of peeling them apart from their sticky back and sticking them together. Very fiddly little words. I had cats jumping up in the middle and all sorts. Obviously, I've edited that out. Those little dots on the eyes always end up going missing. But yeah, I sat for about an hour and a half doing this. But I do quite enjoy little things like this where you have to concentrate and get it right. But I thought I'd speed it up for you guys. So yeah, I just peeled it off and then layer it on, and I tend to tweezer it together so as it layers completely on top of the last one. but the sticky back adhesive on there really does help make a difference to how long this takes. Trying to glue it makes it all messy as well. I end up with glue all over the shop, so this is a good way of doing it. There you go, I'm putting on, I've cut out a big chunk because it was easier that way. But I'm now putting on the last bit of the gold to top it off with. And then here I'm gluing on with my new Crafter's Companion glue gun, which is so much better than every glue gun I've ever owned. I've never had luck with glue guns, they've always been a nightmare for me. And this Crafter's Companion one has changed my life. So here I am adding on a sun charm, a silver sun charm that I've had for years. I've had quite a few silver bits that I used to collect as embellishments, and I want to get some of those older bits used up now. So yeah, here I am with the second, the sentiment circle. I'm just running around it with a gold, that's a gold pigment ink from Memento, and I'm running around the edges of all of this as it gives some depth to your work. I know it sounds weird, but it actually does make a difference. I'll have to show you one day what it's like without it done and what it's like with it done. The difference is quite surprising. So then I decided I was going to use a little bit of this gold and white washi tape that I've had. I've got a whole big box of washi tapes, and I might do a card dedicated to washi tape. So I layered this on using my mat here to line it up perfectly, and then folded it behind before gluing the card onto the back onto the actual base card. Well, I'm gonna use tacky glue, which is nice and strong, to glue on my sun above the washi tape. Then I cut off the extra bit that's hanging off the edge there. And then below the washi tape, I go in with my oh no, okay, I'm going to add it to the, sorry. I'm going to add that to the card base. And then I'm going to glue. What I did was I put the thinking sort of on the centre line of the die cut, and then of you underneath it. My little dots on. So fiddly. I'm not the best with fiddly things, I get frustrated. My hands don't hold on to things very well. And then off you underneath. Tennessee in the background. Well, you've seen a lot of the cats running backwards and forwards in the background. So thinking of you. Using the last of the tacky glue to get that layered on. And then finally, coming along with the finishing touches of the gold Nouveau drops. I always try and do odd numbers of the Nouveau drops. Sorry about my head getting in the way. I try and see what I'm doing properly without getting my head in the way, but my hair definitely needs dyeing again, doesn't it? Yeah, so I've done 3 three over there and one over this side. And that's my card finished. What do you think, guys? Anyway, that's it. Thanks for joining me, guys. Much love. Breathe easy, folks. And I will see you again soon. Take care now. Bye.